Good morning, everyone. Filming in the kitchen today because I'm going to be spending most of the day here preparing for the big Thanksgiving dinner tomorrow. I'm having my daughters and their boyfriends coming, so it'll be a lot of cooking today. Michael Palmer had given me a video, and I'm going to list it in the description link, which goes into further insight of what's going on with the vaccines. And I'm going to list it, even though it's not very pleasant to watch, because reality in some aspects is the most unpleasant thing. But it's there if you want to see what's really going on with these vaccines, because they've actually got all kinds of documentations on exactly how this vaccine works and what it's going to do to the human DNA, RNA. So there's also testimony in there from other people who've put out papers and documents and what have you. So just look in the description link and there it is. I'm not going to do a real in-depth video today because I've got so much on my plate with the holiday tomorrow. So I did want to say that if you're American, happy Thanksgiving to everyone in America and happy days to everyone else. We need to have our Thanksgiving. We need to have our celebrations. All celebrations are uplifting, and of course, dark forces don't want you to be in this high vibe reality, because it really does knock the fear out of their agenda. So being high vibe and happy and just a glowy feeling inside is not what they want. So, of course, in other parts of America, they've tried to ban Thanksgiving, like they have already in the entire year of 2020. They have gotten rid of all of our celebrations and our festivals and things that will make us high vibe. Of course, we can't have that. But I suggest everybody put down the negativity, start enjoying every single day. This is a beautiful place to be in, even though tyranny is doing the best it can for the big push to fear, fear, fear. You want to combat fear? Get happy in here, and the fear will melt away. It will. Oh, and Terry, you're going to have to try to control your anger, because believe me, I have it too. Every one of us who are awake will come across this scenario of anger, of these people being so asleep that can't you see what's right in front of you. You'll have to do what I do, and that's just walk away, know that they've been MK Ultra through the media and the technologies, and when their time comes, they'll eventually wake, you hope. But I can see everything to the bright side. Things are looking up. Right now, they're trying, Bill Gates and his gang and Soros are trying everything they can to push these vaccines, because, of course, inside the vaccines is the tech to take you down and to separate your soul from who you are. It's quite insidious. So don't take those vaccines, folks. Please don't do it. I've got that stuff posted in my link below if you want to see that. You may want to put it off till after the holidays, or you may want to watch it now. I don't know. It's up to you. I say everybody keep the high vibe. You want to fight the negativity? High vibe it. High vibe it. So I'm always perpetually in a good mood, because I know that I know exactly what this is it that I'm in. I know that as real as I want this to be, I know that it's a point in this reality. That's all it is. It's a point in this reality. So, of course, I do carry the high vibe. I can't help it. It's just I wake up happy. I go to bed happy. Yes, I'll have scenarios where, like Terry, and like me, myself, and I'll encounter things that are thrown at me directly to bring down my vibe. And I have to catch myself and say, no, that's not going to work here. The ploy is the ploy. There are times, I will tell you this, a couple of weeks ago, I had to pay my phone bill through T-Mobile. And I had gone into the T-Mobile store, and I won't wear a mask. So normally they would just service me outside. And they'd be all masked up, and they'd have their gloves up to here and doing what they need to do. I didn't have enough money in my bank account to actually make an online transaction, so I had to pay in cash. So I went in there, and the first thing they did was they were screaming at me, put your mask. I mean, the terror, the fear level was phenomenal. So I said, oh, could you just service me outside? And this one guy says, no, we're not doing that. And he goes, go down to the store and get a mask or we're not dealing with you. I said, well, you have to service me. And he goes, well, how are you paying? And I said, well, cash, of course. And he's like, we're not accepting your cash. And it's like, oh, really? So you're not going to service me. You're not going to accept my cash. And you think that's the be-all, end-all. No, it's not. So basically, at that point, he was so frustrated with me, he started cursing me out, cussing me out. Get the F out of here. And of course, I can't handle being slammed with that huge negativity. My defenses went up, and I turned around and I flipped him the bird, and I said, I'll be dealing with you. But meanwhile, I was losing my temper. I did lose my temper because then the assistant to the manager started cussing me out. And it's like, I cannot believe this is America, where you can go into a store and they're going to cuss you out of the store. And I turned around after I gave him the bird. I told them that this virus was just an agenda and you need to wake up. And at that point, they started saying vulgar things about me. And I turned around and I did scream at them, F you. And I left. But the funny thing is, when I first had gone into the store, there was a couple who came out and they were screaming and yelling inside their masks about the people inside. And that was, of course, a big, okay, you're going to get it when you go in there. And they did have the masks on. So I ended up calling the T-Mobile. And I told him what happened. And I told him it got ugly. It got real ugly. Sonia lost her temper. And she cussed him right back. Because I'm human too. I'm having a human experience. And they ended up saying, oh my goodness, no, we will absolutely take your money. Of course they will. And we will absolutely service you outside. Of course they will. They want your money. They are a business. They function on money. So they ended up doing some marks against the people there, and so many marks they're fired. And then they gave me 1 free month of service. They credited my account and said, don't worry about it. It was horrible. We'll never let this happen again. And then they told me, don't go back to that store. Go someplace else. And they said, your cash is absolutely welcome. So, but there you go. I am not immune to the negativity either. I try to hold the high vibe, but when I am slammed dead on with people rejecting to pay a bill, and it was going to get my phone service cut off. In my brother's house, I don't have Wi-Fi. I don't have internet. There's nothing here. I have my phone, and that is all. I have nothing else. So if I lose my phone, I lose everything. I lose connection to everything. So I am very dependent upon my phone service, my T-Mobile. No phone, no videos, no talking to anyone. Communication gone. So yeah, I myself have to deal with it too. Things are thrown at me. I'm going to say if I had to rate myself from 1 to 10 handling it, I'd give myself a 1. I did not handle it well. I mean, I tried to do the talking at first. It didn't work. Then it got verbally abusive. And guess what? I fought back. It's like, I do cuss, but it's rare. And I don't cuss at people. If I say something, cuss words, it's usually in a context of something, but it's not at people directly talking to them. That was a new low for me. But I was so beside myself and angry. I lost my temper. Yes, we all can have a temper. And Terry, I understand how you feel because I've been in scenarios like that where you're pushed against the wall. So, yes, I feel for you. Take the higher road. And please do not let the anger overrule the love in your heart. You do not have to love these NPCs, but you do need to understand they are Mind K Ultra. That's all I can say on that. And have compassion, because what if that was you and you were so blinded and so MK Ultra you didn't know if you were coming or going. So, okay, on that note, everybody have a great holiday. If you're not having a holiday, have a great day. Raise those vibrations, and I'll talk to you later. Bye.